is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I can't breathe well.
Victoria and Harrison, age 52, Vice President of Operations. You died 3 hours ago from a brain aneurysm in your corner office. Working late. Again, you built an empire. 6-figure salary. Corner office. Respect from colleagues. Awards on your wall. But your daughter, Emma, 26 years old, hasn't called you mom in 8 years. She calls you Victoria. And today, God asks you one question. What does it profit a woman to gain the whole world but lose her own children? 26 years of motherhood, but you were never really there. You gave them a house, a nanny, private school, everything money could buy, except you. Today, God shows you what your success cost, and you paid the price.
But I provided for them. I gave them opportunities I never had. I worked so they could have a better life. How is that wrong? I sacrificed for their future.
Today you discover that children don't need opportunities. They need their mother, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home. You were busy everywhere except home. And today, you answer for that.
Victoria Harrison, the successful mother who lost everything that mattered. Let me show everyone what this woman called ambition. Year 1 of motherhood, Emma was born. You took 6 weeks maternity leave. Your boss called the 3rd week. We need you back. Big account. You said I'll be there. Your husband said the baby needs you. You said she has me at night. We need this promotion. You went back at 4 weeks. Emma learned to recognize the nanny's voice before yours. Year 3, Emma's first words. The nanny called you at work. She said, "Mama." You were in a meeting. You said, "That's great. I'll celebrate tonight." You came home at 9 p.m. Emma was asleep. You missed it. But you closed the deal. $2 million contract. Your boss praised you. Your daughter said her second word to the nanny too. Year 5. Jacob was born. You took 4 weeks this time. Less than with Emma. Can't afford to be gone too long. Promotion coming up. Jacob cried for you every night. The nanny held him, fed him, rocked him. You came home, kissed his forehead, and went to your home office. Emails, conference calls, preparation for tomorrow's presentation. Your son learned to stop crying for you because you never came anyway. Year 8, Emma's first day of school. She begged you to take her. "Please, Mommy, just this once." You said, "Mommy has an important meeting, sweetie. The nanny will take you. I'll see pictures." Emma cried. She wanted you, not pictures. But you had a board presentation. The nanny took her. Emma stopped asking you to come to things after that. She learned you wouldn't. Year 18, Emma left for college. Didn't want you to take her. Took an Uber to the airport. You were hurt. You called. She said, "You've been absent my whole life. Why would I want you there now?" You tried to explain the opportunities you gave her, the sacrifices you made. She said you sacrificed us, not for us. She hung up. You went back to work. At least work appreciated you. Year 26. Emma got married. You weren't invited. Found out on social media. You called crying. She said, "You were never there for any important moment in my life. Why would I want you at this one?" Jacob took her side. "We grew up with a nanny, Mom, not you. You paid for our lives, but you weren't in them. And now you want to be family. It's too late." 26 years. Corner office, awards, recognition, wealth. But 2 children who don't know you, don't want you, don't call you mom. You climbed the ladder, and when you got to the top, you realized your children couldn't reach you because you'd left them at the bottom. And today, God shows you what success really cost.
But I did it for them. Everything I did was for them. I wanted to give them the life I never had. Security, education, opportunities. I worked so they wouldn't struggle like I did. And I wasn't neglectful. They had the best nanny, the best schools, everything they needed. I made sure they were taken care of. Other mothers abandoned their children. I provided everything. How is providing for your children wrong? And what was I supposed to do? Give up my career? Stay home and be a housewife? Waste my education? My potential? Women fought for the right to have careers, to be more than just mothers. I was showing my daughter she could be anything, that she didn't have to choose between success and family. I was being a role model, showing them what hard work looks like, what success looks like. They had everything because of my sacrifice, my long hours, my dedication. Other kids had nothing. Mine had everything. How can you condemn me for giving my children a better life? They're adults now. They'll understand someday. They'll appreciate what I did. They'll see that I worked hard so they could have opportunities. My career provided their future. That has to count. It has to.
Enough excuses, Victoria. Enough rationalizing. Today I show you what I actually asked of you as a mother. You said you did it for them. But Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way he should go. You didn't train them. You hired someone to do it. You paid for their lives, but you didn't raise them. You gave them things, but not yourself. And children don't need things, Victoria. They need their mother.
But I provided.
Deuteronomy 6:6-7 says, these commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. When did you sit at home with them? When did you walk with them? When were you there when they laid down or got up? Never. You were at the office. Always at the office. Let me show you what your children actually needed. Not a corner office. Not a six-figure salary. Not private school. You, at Emma's first day of school. At Jacob's championship game. At dinner every night. At bedtime. Reading to them. Playing with them. Knowing them. Loving them with your presence. Not your paycheck. Emma's first words. You were in a meeting. Emma's first day of school. You had a presentation. Emma's depression. You paid for therapy, but never sat with her pain. Emma's college departure. You were too busy. Emma's wedding. Emma's wedding. You weren't invited. 26 years of your daughter's life. And you were present for almost none of it. Jacob's birth. You went back to work early. Jacob's crying. You ignored it. Jacob's games. You missed them. Jacob's need for his mother. You gave him a nanny. And now, Jacob is in therapy trying to understand why his mother chose her career over him. Why meetings mattered more than he did. Why strangers got more of your time than her own son. You said you were being a role model, showing them what success looks like. Let me tell you what you actually showed them. You showed Emma that career matters more than family. That success is measured by titles and money. That being a mother is less valuable than being a vice president. And now Emma doesn't want children because she watched you choose work over her, and she thinks that's what motherhood looks like. Sacrifice that leaves children motherless. You showed Jacob that his mother's time is earned, not given, that he has to compete with work for attention, that he's not worth choosing. And now Jacob struggles with every relationship because he learned from you that love is conditional, that people leave, that even mothers can't be counted on to show up. Psalm 127:3 says children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. I gave you Emma and Jacob, not as accessories to your life, not as projects to fund, as your primary calling, your first ministry, and you treated them like they were secondary to your career, like they were interruptions to your real life. And that's not ambition. That's abandonment dressed in a business suit. How many mothers are watching this right now, doing exactly what Victoria did? Climbing the ladder, chasing the promotion, working late, missing bedtime, missing games, missing moments, telling yourself it's for them. It's not. It's for you. Your ego, your ambition, your identity wrapped in your career instead of your calling. Titus 2:4-5 tells older women to train younger women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home, to be kind, and to be subject to their husbands. Modern culture mocks this, calls it oppression, calls it limiting, but I call it wisdom, because children need their mothers, not nannies, not daycares, not after-school programs. Their mothers. I'm not saying women can't work. I'm saying your children come first, before the promotion, before the meeting, before the career, before your ambition. Proverbs 31 describes a working woman, but read it carefully. Her children arise and call her blessed. Victoria's children don't call her at all, because she was never there to be called. Stop sacrificing your children on the altar of your career. Stop missing moments you can never get back. Stop telling yourself it's for them when it's really for you. They don't need another promotion. They need you. At dinner, at bedtime, at their games, at their moments, present, engaged, there, before you stand where, with children who grew up without you, who don't know you, who don't want you, because you taught them you didn't want them. Your career did. If you've been choosing career over your children and need to change, type "They need me more" in the comments. Share this with a mother who's climbing the ladder while her children wait at the bottom. Like if this exposed how you've been justifying absence with provision. Subscribe for messages that confront modern lies about motherhood.